Hello. Okay. So stay on track. This is our second meditation on exactly how to stay on track by dealing with what gets in the way of you staying on track. The Spirit Guide said that it's important for us to have a series on stay on track, especially because you said, right, looking at our data here on YouTube, that you love it when I talk about staying on track. Do you have a hard time staying on track? Do you want to stay on track or even get a little bit better on staying on track in your health and fitness journey, in your romantic, your relationship, your personal journey, in your financial, your professional, your business journey? Do you want to stay on track? Do you have challenges with that? Do you want to get better at it? If so, you are in the right place, because that is what we are going to be talking about. This is another business energy flow forecast to set your mind right for this day. I'm a Reiki master. I'm the world's first business Reiki master. One of the things that we have are sayings, affirmations that help guide our approach to managing our energy as well as others' energy. And one of those sayings is just for today. If you want to hear all of them, there are 5 in particular. You put it in Google, the 5 Reiki principles. Just for today, I will not be angry. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will be honest. Just for today, I will be grateful. And just for today, I will be kind, is the abridged translated version from Japanese. Just for today, we want to focus on the one thing that is preventing you from staying on track, and that is the fear of staying on track. The fear that challenges may come up. The fear of negativity and kickback. So in this video, right, I'm designing it to make sure that you have your morning meditation. Save the video, put it in your favorites so that you can watch it first thing in the morning as you get ready for the day to reset your mind for this week ahead, each and every day. And I'll be sharing with you what's the problem, what does Spirit say to the problem, what does science, historically as well as current science, say to the problem, and what's the action step. So that is what you can expect from today's message. Get your pen and pad if you have not yet, and let's dive in. So what came up in the energy for today in particular was the problem of progress, the problem of not feeling safe to stay on track. Like, all right, if I stay on track, if I keep doing what I said I'm gonna do, this is going to put me in danger of things being different. Now, side note, okay, we ask for things to change, but there's a certain point when we're taking action, when we're moving through our lives, our businesses, our bodies, that we realize, ooh, things really are going to change. Like, change is change. So not only am I going to be improving my finances, but now my relationships around me, people are going to be like, who do you think you are? Oh, you think you know something now that you're making that much money? Now it's, for some reason, it's not socially safe to be financially free. Or okay, another example of, for someone, maybe this is for you, maybe this is for someone you may know. I don't know who this is for, but this is what Spirit's telling me to share this week, is that, okay, so like in my own situation, personally, of all right, so I'm going to pursue powerlifting. This is so exciting. But it's going to put me around a lot more men. And I've been attacked by a man before. Is it safe for me to really pursue what I love? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm surrounded by a bunch of dudes and the past starts getting triggered. Or even with the women around me looking at my thinner frame, they're like, oh, you're looking a little bit bigger. Is it safe for me to be around other people with a different body composition than what is socially predetermined as acceptable? This message is for you if you don't feel safe staying on track. And that's why you're not staying on track. That's why you're not progressing. It's not because you don't want to, it's because you don't trust it. You don't trust the process to allow you to come out unscathed. That you don't trust that you're going to be okay. Like if you asked to be put on the track of, I want to grow my business, I want to use Facebook ads, I want to do challenges, I want to be visible online. But then trolls start seeing you too. Not only do the good people see you, but also the crazy people see you too. And then all of a sudden, too much visibility, I'm freaked out. What if I'm Jewish? What if I'm black? What if I'm gay? What if they find out I'm... And they have something to say about it. It's not safe for me to stay on track. It's not safe for me to grow. So I'm going to stop this. Who am I speaking to? I don't know who this message is for. If it's for you, I need you to comment below, because literally I'm just like shooting from whatever spirit says. As always, 14 years and counting, it's helpful to make sure that we're on the same page though. Is it safe for you to stay on track? That is the problem of the week, right? So what does Spirit have to say to this? What does Spirit have to say? The tarot card for today that we're meditating on is 4 of Air. You see it? 4 of Air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. I'll read. It's coming as a confirmation, by the way, so this means you already know that. And by the way, this is minor arcana. This is suit of air, which is mental energy, right? So 4 is about stability and structure. You need to which means be more consistent, structured, organized in the way that you care for your mental health. You need to get to a state of clarity and do things that maintain that state of clarity, that you have clear boundaries to the gates and the borders of your mind, that not everybody is just streaming through and being able to tell you what you're supposed to think about you and live in your head rent free. No. Having boundaries is the 4 of Air. I digress. It's time to rest. Take a vacation or just create time to regroup and rejuvenate. Retreat from the world and any stress or concerns. If you've been ill, focus upon healing and don't rush back into action. You need some time alone. This situation requires significant reflection on your part. Meditation may provide answers you seek if you've exhausted all intellectual, 4 of Air, possibilities for a solution. Additional meanings of this card: the need to get more sleep, allowing more time before making a choice, the end of a stressful period, feeling mentally exhausted. So what Spirit is offering to the conversation of not feeling safe staying on track is that this is a you problem, right? Minor arcana means this is just you. If it was major arcana, that's you plus somebody else, at least one other person. So relationship problem is not a relationship problem. This is a you problem, and it's repeatedly saying, go within for the answers around this issue that you need. Go within. I will. My spirit guides in this moment just said, past trauma, expecting past trauma to come back. Expecting past trauma, things that happened before, right? Things that happened in the past that you are no longer engaging in right now. Things that were before. Expecting it now as if it hasn't passed. Right? That's the definition of post-traumatic stress disorders, when the stress of the past is happening now, even though the past has passed away, has moved on. Like it's no longer happening now, but there's this mental, right? 4 of air, mind, air is the mind. There's this mental expectations, mental pictures, mental story, this mental image of, I can't because what if XYZ is going to happen? I don't feel safe because insert scary mental image. Yes, yes. Be kind to yourself. If this is your situation, Spirit is saying you need to do the inner meditative work. You need to work on yourself today. Step back today and honor that, explore that, unpack that, metabolize that, release that, receive from that all of the learning, all of the wealth of knowledge, so that you can let that go, pass that through you, and let it be final rather than current and unfolding. Come to a state of closure and completion around the past trauma. Just for today, dive in so that you can let it go. That's what Spirit is saying. But okay, let's go over to science. Science, again, I'm taking a 2-pronged approach. We're doing a book study in this series of Think and Grow Rich. We're on chapter 2. I'm going to read another section that Spirit told me to choose for the science section. So Napoleon Hill, in all his research, has found a lot of ways to help us think and grow rich, right? To live and work differently. And the quote for today is, I'm being afraid to make progress. I'm being afraid and not feeling safe staying on track. Helen Keller became deaf, dumb, and blind shortly after birth. Despite her greatest misfortune, she has written her name indelibly in the pages of the history of the greats. Her entire life has served as evidence that no one ever is defeated until defeat has been accepted as a reality. Can we reread that, though? No one, including you, no one is ever defeated until defeat has been accepted as a reality. Calling this in. There is no such thing as defeat in my life unless I call it defeat, unless I accept it as defeat. Interesting. Thank you. So on the Napoleon Hill side, take away from that, if I'm afraid of staying on track, it's because I have accepted and declared that the absolute outcome of me staying on track with what I said I wanted and what I said I wanted to receive, what I wanted to do, that the absolute outcome of that is defeat and destruction. I called that. I don't feel safe because I don't feel safe. Whoa. I don't feel safe stepping out because I don't feel safe going within. I don't feel safe being seen because I don't feel safe seeing myself. Picking up what I'm putting down? Thank you, Napoleon Hill. Interesting. Yeah. Receiving that in our morning meditation today. Right? What could be preventing us, fueling this feeling of a fear of staying on track? Not like as if the track is leading to someplace that is unsafe. That is a creation of the mind. Spirit is saying it's in your mind. Napoleon Hill is saying you labeled it defeat, you labeled it destruction. Okay. We're also doing a study in this series of failure's relationship to AI. And I linked in the description all the articles that are the inspiration behind this series on staying on track, right? And what stops us from staying on track. The article of the day, today in particular, let me get the quote going. Failure is good. How black box thinking can change the way we learn about AI. Right, and this one is from aibusiness.com. And so the writer says in this article, too often in a social or business hierarchy, we feel unable to challenge enduring practices and behaviors. We abide by the rules and regulations we might know to be outdated and inefficient. We might witness dangerous error or negligence, yet feel unable to challenge figures of authority. Negative loops perpetuate when people do not investigate error, especially when they suspect they may have made a mistake themselves. But when insight can prevent future error, why withhold it? The only way to learn from failure is to change our perspective of it. Our perspective. To understand that it isn't necessarily a bad thing. In aviation, flying, if something or someone fails on board the aircraft, the indestructible black box will detect and record it. Independent review bodies have been established to monitor findings with the sole purpose of discovery. The process is almost impossible to cover up. Rather than chase culpability, the findings are noted and shared throughout the industry. Everyone has access to the data so that everyone can implement their learnings. Once pilots were protected, they came forward to discuss error, and failure became a necessary step in learning. It altered industry regulation. In aviation, failure is data rich. Countless lives have been saved as a result. Reflections and hearing from black box thinking, right? And helping us use black box thinking to explore the world of AI. That's what this article is written on. But the reflections on that section of, okay, if we are afraid to stay on track because we're expecting evil, because our perspective is skewed to search for evil, right? That we can only look through a certain lens and see things a certain way, right? What's called for, specifically, they say, is a perspective shift and allowing access to all the data so that everyone can learn and everyone's safety can increase through the clarity found in experience, experiential data. You are afraid to move forward. You are afraid to stay on track because stinking thinking says the past is in the present, which is a lie. My dear friend Andrew Mellon would say it's one of your 200 lies. The average person tells himself 200 lies a day. Okay? So with the stinking thinking of, okay, what happened before in the past is going to happen again if I take this step. I remember when I took this step in the past and this is what happened. Therefore, go gadget, skewed, stinking thinking. Therefore, if I take this step again, that messed up thing is going to happen again. And so I don't want more messed up stuff to happen. Therefore, I will not take the next step. I will abandon the track that I've set for myself, even though I set it with good intention. This is what protecting yourself looks like. From a mentalist, right, a logical point of view. This is what protecting yourself looks like. Stinking thinking. It's going to keep you stuck. You and me both, right? Be kind to yourself if this is the situation. What the article is offering is the importance of experiential data as opposed to historical. The black box. The black box records everything. The good, the bad, the horrific, the failure, the screw up, the messed up, the everything, because it's learning for all of us. Learning for you, learning for me, learning for all involved. Being open to experiential data. Just for today, as we say in Reiki, just for today, I will be open to receiving experiential data. Rather than trying to think my way out of how staying on track is going to go, I'm not going to try and tell myself how things are going to go. I'm just going to go and see how it goes. Here goes something. What just happened? Ta-da! Right? Be kind to yourself. This is what we're called to today in particular. So with that, action step of the week is meditate on it. Right? And so out of our school platform, today's curated meditation, and again, this is meant to be done every single day this week until we see each other next, is Commanding Armies of Angels of Abundance meditation. That one's about 17 minutes, and it's found in your classroom under the Vault of Visualizations, Angel Healing Meditations folder. Commanding Armies of Angels Abundance Meditation. And again, we could talk about it. The power of strategic meditation is where you embody being it. Practice the art. Get your reps in of feeling empowered by armies of angels, right? Protecting you and infusing you with abundance. Go ahead and embody it with our meditation of the day, Commanding Armies of Angels of Abundance, right? Comment below. Let me know what you saw, what you noticed, what you received, whether you're doing it here on YouTube or if you want to join us on school. If you have not yet, click the link in the description to hear all about it. And with that, that is this week's Energy Flow Forecast. I want to thank you for joining me and really making time for yourself to set your mind right first thing. in the day. You deserve to continue to glow as you grow in life and business. Mwah. See you next week. Bye for now.